Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to work on a number of different things. Middle of the day right now, and I spent the morning putting mud on the sunroom conversion to mudroom. I've got the second coat of mud on there, so that's going along well. And so I've been kind of jumping back and forth between the two jobs and trying to just get done what I can get done. I was out at Matt's for part of the day yesterday, and we've got the took a look at the slab. We are able to get the ridge cap on. I'm hoping to get the man door set today. I'm also going to be meeting with the installation contractors for Matt's, and yeah, just a lot going on. And so for the next probably month, it's going to be kind of hopping back and forth between projects. I've got another project getting started probably in about a week and a half of a basement finish. And that should be fun. We've got a new product that I haven't used before for going on the walls. It's a foam product that actually adheres directly to the block. So haven't used that before. Kind of excited to see how that works and do that full basement finish out with the bathroom and everything. So we'll take you along on that one too. So anyway, so we're gonna get out to Matt's, see what we can get done today, and then tomorrow we'll be back more mudding and other stuff. So let's get out there. All right, so slab's all in. Got a huge echo in here. And they did come back the next day, and they put the relief cuts in the slab, and that's so if and when the slab does crack, that's where we want it to crack, is along those lines and not across the thing. So it's basically a stress relief for the slab, and so they did that, you know, the day afterwards, and those are all in. A couple other questions out there was about the placement of the manifold, which is over here, which still does have pressure on it. This is the corner that the gas and the power is going to come into, based on the power company, and actually the power and the gas company are the same organization, probably different divisions and stuff, but we're hoping to bring that in, and this is the corner it's going to come into. So having said that, we've run into a small issue, and that is in order to get the plan is that they would put underground in all the way through the house, bringing it from the street. We've got a really old overhead line that they want to get rid of, and then they'd replace the gas line coming in to a larger gas line and a larger underground line, so that we can get enough amperage in for this building and possible future buildings for Matt. So once they got everything sized, then they came back and said, yep, here's the size you need and for the load that you're talking about. And oh, by the way, they're back on back order. And the back order is up to 400 days. So that's a long time. So we are looking at options now. The boiler that's coming in it's the same boiler that we put in Matt's house. It might be a different size, but it's basically the same manufactured boiler that'll go up on this wall. And it does have a conversion, so we could do propane and heat the building with propane possibly through this winter. And we do have some power, pretty limited power that we could get in here, I think fairly easily, but it would be just enough to heat the building and maybe run some overhead lights. And that's going to be marginal, because I think we can only get a 20 amp circuit without going kind of crazy. So we're working on that. That would not allow Matt to run the machine, some of the machines he has. But we do have another alternative we're working on. We don't know if it's going to work or not, so I'll just play it by ear and see what our options are. So anyway, so that's where that's at. The other question was, there was some concern that the we didn't pick up the tubes, and this thing acts as a radiator. It may be slightly more efficient to have the tubes raised up slightly off the foam, but that is a very typical way it's installed. Trying to lift that up and have everything up off the foam while we were pouring with the tube, with 15 guys in here on this size of the slab, just other than it would have been a whole lot of different project trying to support that. So anyway, so it acts as a giant radiator. Once it's warm, it is going to take days once this thing gets heated up, where we start heating it to get it so it's going to work. But yeah, so today's goal is we've got this last ridge. We finally got a day that we get Matt, Jack, and I here today, and we're going to close up that ridge. And we'll see what else we can get done. We've got a couple other trim pieces, but neither Matt and I are concerned about it. At some point here, we'll be. There was also some questions about the man door. Yes, there is a man door. We did not cut it. We decided to wait until after the slab was poured to install that. So that's just going to get cut in. It's all framed, ready to go, and we'll probably get that in here shortly. So, all right. All right, we're just about ready for insulation. Looks like somebody's already got some wood moved in here that's gonna have to go. But we've got the last of our bracing finished up. We got all the X bracing in. And then we had, this is the wind bracing that we talked about earlier. So that comes up from the post up to that section of the rafter and then up to that post. And then we've got that on all the sides. So yeah, we're just about there. The spray foamers are gonna be here in a little bit. We finally decided we're gonna do 2 inches on the walls, all the vertical surfaces, and then all of the roof area will get 3 inches of foam. So that should keep it nice and toasty. We did get the man door. Doesn't have a handle on yet, but that'll get fixed today. And I got a little bit of J-molding. We're still waiting on the garage door. We're probably a month out on the garage door. So once we get heat in here, we'll seal that up. And we got some extra foam that we can seal that up. And probably in about a week, we got the electricians coming by to figure out somehow to get us some a temporary power. We have no idea when we're gonna get power and gas out here. So short term, we're gonna run the gas boiler off of propane. It's a matter of just changing the jets on that. And then with the, when they do get power and the gas, which will come underground, it'll come over in here and we'll switch that boiler back over to natural gas from propane. It's just a matter of changing out the jets. So yeah, it's getting there. We got most everything done on the outside. We've got, I think our corners is the only thing that we have left, and then some little punch lift stuff, but otherwise we're getting pretty wrapped up here. All right, so we got a little bit of footage of them putting on the foam. It's kind of hard to get up. Those guys are up, 25 feet in the air, so it's kind of hard to do that. But they're gonna get this foam sprayed in. This is my guess is by the time we get all done, they're gonna have about 4 days into insulating this barn. It is a pretty labor intensive job moving around well inside the lift and getting everything put together. So when we wrapped up the last time I left today, they were about halfway done with the building, and I just found out that they had some equipment problems, so we'll probably extend into next week, but they've got basically half of the building done. We did get some of that stuff moved in, so it's out of the weather. But we'll come back later and we'll take a look at the whole building once it's enclosed, or get all the foam on. Then we'll come back there, probably look at the boiler, install at that time, and then figure out what we were able to come up with electricians for the power. So, but anyway, I think we're going to wrap this one up here, and then I think next time, I believe there's going to be some more work on the sunroom, and yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.